Coach, I guess we'll start with the final play. You left the door open for both the 2 and the 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's the play. It's our, what we like to call our reset play. We got options if we turn the corner and able to get 2. We actually were able to run it twice. LB scored the layup. I thought DB was open in the corner, possibly to tie it up the first time, but we were able to extend the game, get another possession, and he was able to find them in for a game winner. So big plays, man. Guys kept working the game. Obviously wasn't a great night offensively for us. Thank God Malcolm Miller was here. You know what I'm saying? Other than his threes, we were 2 for 20. So, but we got a couple of days to try to work the shooting kinks out a little bit and get back to how we've actually been playing pretty good offense over the last few weeks. Just kind of failed us the last 2 games on the road, and not so much tonight. But our defense has been steady and through it all.
Strange start to the game. What do you credit that to?
I don't know, man. I just when you kind of intermixing guys together that haven't been together for a while, it doesn't seem like a week is a long time in basketball. They call LB off the road, after the big win in South Bay, and just kind of, disrupted the rhythm a little bit. And now those guys all get back together, hadn't really practiced, only really had like a walkthrough today. So, maybe that was it. Just the end of the season, this game not really having a lot of implications for us one way or the other. It's just kind of the 50th game of the season, but we wanted to be on a good note. We talked about it, pregame, just trying to start thinking about having a good flow and a good feel tonight going into the playoffs. And I guess, with the ending that we have, that's a good note to end on heading into the playoffs.
You've coached 2 full seasons now as a head coach. I'm not sure if you've been keeping track of guys like Ty Lue and Steve Clifford, who have taken time away from the game because of the stress of the job. Is that something you keep track of in terms of your health and your stress?
These kids worry me. I'm not gonna let these kids worry me, man. That ain't part of my makeup. I love the game of basketball, but I just think it's it's hard. It's a hard grind. 82 games, season. That those guys play. Dealing with big personalities like a LeBron James, and so I can imagine the different things that factors that he has to face on him, and maybe just stepping away. But we wish him the best. Hope he gets back. But for me, it's about just the game. Every game it presents a different game, a different challenge, and and it's like I said, 2 seasons in the G League. I feel like I've been coaching since probably somewhere around 2008. I was still playing when I was coaching, so it's like those last few years was more of a mentor role, kind of being an extension of the coach in the locker room. And then I had my grassroots program, and that's why I expect Penny Hardaway to do great, because everybody's thinking it's his first job, as he's been dealing with kids this age for the last probably 7, 8 years, and been really successful at it. So wishing him the best, wishing former players having a chance to share their knowledge with these young guys and be able to be close to them. Like I said, I got most of these guys, I got a 21-year-old son, so I'm used to being with them and understanding the challenges that they have growing up and seeing them in this phase, and hopefully being able to help them and share their share the experiences that I had. It's not trying to tell them, okay, I did it this way, you need to do it this way, but just offer them some some options to think about. And I think that's what I get the most out of it. Seeing these guys get better, being part of their growth, being part of their kind of acceleration to that next level. It's every time I watch the Raptors game, I'm proud. To see those guys and see the steps that they've taken, and just how hard they play. And I think I think it's throughout our organization, but it's a good feeling to know that you can have a little imprint on that as well.
Congrats on the end of your 2nd season. You guys may end up with the 2nd best record in the league. Playoffs, how does the team feel heading into it compared to last year's playoffs?
Well, we were on quite a roll going into the last playoffs, and I was a little scary about that. You're going in on a big win streak going into the playoffs, and that you're going to have to. It's going to probably break down somewhere. But fortunately to us, it didn't break down into the final. So I'm hoping that history repeats itself from that standpoint, that we're able to, come off running. We got a great opportunity. We're starting at home. And I think we've been for the most part, we've been a pretty good road team this year. We've gone in and had some big wins on the road, a part of that big win streak that we had. So we're not afraid of that. And the good thing about it, we're going on the road with a team that going to have a less record than ours. So it's still a little weird, but we got a couple days, take tomorrow off, kind of regroup, let everybody, refresh their minds, their bodies, come back Monday, Tuesday, have a couple good practices with everybody. It's good to know that we're going to have the full contingent. I think Dan, in case that was really important for those because they saw the benefits of, Pascal and, Fred last year, having that playoff run and kind of the momentum that they carried into the summer. And we want the Malcolm and Lorenzo and, all these guys, Alfonso, everybody to have that same experience of understanding the playoffs. And it's, even tougher this time. It's one and done. So we got to come out focused and ready to play every night.
Davion's hit some big shots for you guys. Is he someone you've grown to trust in late game situations?
Yeah, I mean, it's like he's real difficult to read because, you look at his last 5 games, he's probably shooting about 17% from 3. But if at the end of the game, there's nobody I'm calling a 3-4, other than DB because I know he has a knack of just making big shots. He wants to step up and make big shots for the team. But he just, does a lot of good things for us. He's gotten better as a playmaker for us, and I think in the playoffs when we need more, not to saying that we're not going to trust our younger guys, but I think when it comes down to really wanting to win a game, it's going to be him and LB, pretty much with the ball in their hands, making decisions in those big games.
Well, this being the last game, the fans showed out in numbers. How far did that fan support go in terms of team morale and pushing them over the edge to win the game?
Well, I think the fans have been great. In certain pockets during the year, and this was no different. I thought our marketing team does a good job of trying to fill the seats and do their job in helping that. But it's just and they were we felt them today. You felt with every missed shot. I'm over there. I'm feeling it in there. They echoing my same feelings with their moans and groans, but then when they got excited at the end and the ball started to go in for us a little bit, you could feel their excitement as well.